Tanner asks a question. How do you 3D print a face mask? That's a good question. So, to do that, go on the internet, find your STL file you're looking for, fire up some slicing software. I use Cura. Go up here and we'll open up and we'll select our face mask that we got. This is a certified mask. We're going to open that up, and this is a 3D model. It will come in on our model. This software is designed to tell your printer how to create it. So if you think about a cake, you want to make a cake. Well, having the cake is good, but you need to know how to make it. So this is where you decide how you're going to make your cake and tell your printer how you're going to do it. So here's where you set your how many layers it's going to go, how fast it's going to print, how much infill it's going to have, etc. And then my printer is going to come through, and if I hit the play button down here, you'll watch my printer nozzle run through and put the filament on. So now let's go over to my printer. My 3D printer is here cranking away on a mask. I take the card, save it on a little micro SD card down here on the bottom, plug it in here. In the settings over here, I tell it, dial it in, I say go, and it starts printing out the mask. So right now this mask is showing 2 hours and 30 minutes remaining to finish this mask. So this design has got 3 holes on it. So you take an overhead projector and over projector sheet, 3-hole punch that, put that on there, and that's going to become the face shield. Meanwhile, as far as the 3D printer goes, it's my roll of filament here. It's coming through, cranking through, goes through. The extruder, this tells it, pushes it through. At the very end down here, we have the hot end, basically a hot glue gun, and it runs down and just does 1 layer at a time. Down and down, around and around we go. So like I was saying, we have currently my nozzle's at 205 degrees. The bed is at 70 degrees. That's what you see here, my glass bed. It's at 70 degrees, 2 hours, 30 minutes remaining. This is currently what I've created. This is the design we're going with. I put it in a plastic bag, try my best to keep it as sterile as I can. Those are not sterile. These plastic bags are not sterile. None of this is sterile. It'd be up for the hospitals to do that. That's this design here with 3-hole punch. Here's a couple other designs. This is a Prusa design. This is what Ford is using when they're creating their headsets. It is not a certified design, so I stopped making those. They are quicker to print. As you see, they're not as fancy. The problem with this design is there's no protection from the top. Somebody sneezes on you, it can get into your eyes. This one here has got the shield above it. So they take a little longer to print, but I think it's worth it. About 4 hours a piece to print those. That's how you make a 3D print.